Hi guys, my name's Rachel Ewing Day and I am just planning on doing a little blog here, a little video log to introduce myself and offer some emotional support for any parents out there who may be needing it with the imminent threat of, shall we say, homeschooling our own children. I am a PE teacher. I have been so for 16 years. I've done various other jobs in and around different schools. I work at Inverclyde Academy in Greenock. I've been at Springburn Academy for most of my years, and I worked as a leader of learner within Glasgow City Council. I've taken up posts as learning strategies teacher. I've also had a tiny stint in pastoral care. And so there's a tiny bit of experience I have in this field. But more importantly, I'm a mum. I have 2 boys on my own and I juggle work, that life balance, and trying to fit in my own hobbies such as my hockey, etc. Basically, I have been really proud of people when I've been looking at social media. I see a lot of people being upstanders at the moment, really looking out, offering people a hand, standing up, looking around at others and trying their best to help. I would like to think that somebody might watch this video and somebody might just help them in a small way as well. Please feel free to share it to anyone else. The real motivation for it is that the home situation, you being with your children all the time, is and could be a real fabulous opportunity. It's not maybe a holiday from work, because I know lots of us professionals will be looking after our job first. But can you imagine the possibilities if we could find a way of making sure our kids are okay and completing our daily life jobs, but still eating together as a family? It could be just a massive big social experiment that we need to partake in, and if anyone else uploads their own videos or whatever, then we can have a look back in a few years down the line when this is all behind us and see what the data looks like and what comes out of it. The few things I'd like to cover on this though probably will be sibling rivalry. There'll be a few issues of that coming up. Giving and receiving feedback for your children. A little bit of active learning, some ideas about what you can do to ensure we're covering literacy, numeracy and health and wellbeing. And how to structure the day, how they can avoid social media at certain times, but also how they could maybe go to social media when things are requiring us to be distant, shall we say. Currently in my family situation, my dad is showing signs of COVID-19. My mum is a carer and she's still out in the community, so if it continues, she's very likely to contract it. A lot of my siblings are all also out there, and I have a great deal of anxiety and worry and fear for their safety, and there is a great big part of me that would just like to take my kids and lock down the door and say, that's us. My son is distraught at not being able to be in school for the last few days. I've pulled him out and isolated the family. And my youngest has shown a few symptoms, but is just enjoying having his mummy about. I've not been not kissing and cuddling him because they're resilient. He will get it from me if I've had it. And I truly think that if I just keep loving my kid the best way that I know possible, that everything will be all right. Now, the opportunity for us as parents, and the one thing that I really want to get across today is this. You are, and you always have been, and you always will be, your kid's first teacher. This is not a job that you're suddenly being given and you think it's somebody else's responsibility. You have been their teacher. And think back So when they were born and they were drinking from your bottle or from your breast, and you felt that euphoria and amazing at the fact that they were growing and developing, and that was you, all you. You taught them and watched them as they took their first steps, as they took their first bits of food in their mouth. You watched and saw them as they rode their bike, swam. You have, and you always have had the capability to teach them anything. However, I've had 4 years at uni. I have had engaged in a few professional inquiries. I've done part of my masters, just can't afford to finish it at the moment. So I have a wee bit more knowledge, and I am a parent of 2 fabulous kids that have taught me more than I think I'll ever probably teach them. And so I will post things each day, and if it helps absolutely anybody at all, then that's fabulous. And if not, I would ask Caroline Flackish for you to be kind. I am struggling, as we all are out there, with mental health, and if you don't agree or I say something that offends, I sincerely don't mean to offend anyone, and I apologise. It's not my intention. I'm one of these tricky characters that just challenge. My son knows that, and it's hard to realise that sometimes people don't like us. So I suppose what I'm saying is just skip by. Please, if you have to comment negatively, do so. I'll hopefully be able to ignore it. Okay. Thank you for watching the first one. If you like and comment, then I will add up some more. And if you want to suggest anything you'd like to hear about, different topics, for example, maybe sibling rivalry, it might be structuring your day, it might be giving feedback, it may be a bit of active learning. Maybe you're really struggling financially and you don't have these gadgets and toys, and you really need to some ideas about what best to do. I can do that. I can help. So please, like I said, like and comment, and I look forward to helping you. One thing, I will be back to my work once my self-isolation is over at the end of the 14 weeks. And hopefully with my child, we'll go and be some of the support staff, relieving the NHS's children, police's children, etc. And for all the public service workers out there, we've got your kids, okay? We've got them. Just keep doing what you're doing, keep working away. And I used to be at activities camp. I'm hoping that this looks more like an activity holiday than it does a school day. And we'll make sure they're having fun, okay? Thank you very much, if you're still here.